Hello and welcome to episode 72 of the Stressed It's podcast. I'm Stacy, also known as Stressed It's Yarns on Instagram, Stacyelstone, if you're looking for my more personal account, and Stressed It's on Revelry, which I still don't really use, but I'm working on it. So, in a new location, this is my daughter's nursery, who is bouncing in the doorway, so we'll see how this goes. This is take 2. We'll see. I do have her Sophie in case we need to do something else. I'm going to go through this really quickly. I'm going to leave some stuff out that I tried the first time just to condense it. Hopefully this is a really short, 15 minutes. Just because I really want to get a podcast out every week, and I'm just going to push myself to do it, even if it's not the best circumstances. So, I have a cold. Eliza has a cold. I'm getting over it. She's getting there. But yeah, so one, I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody who has given me positive feedback, who has supported this channel via Patreon or just with words of affirmation and kindness. I'm so thankful. I feel like I can breathe. I feel very, in a little bit of a woo-woo way, very proud of myself for just kind of going after some stuff, and I understand that some people didn't like that, but I'm very happy, and it's really the goal at this point in my life. So we'll see. So we'll just see where this year takes us, and hopefully it takes us in a good direction. So with that, if I have time at the end, I'll talk more about it. If not, we'll do maybe a separate little check-in episode. But if you are a patron on Patreon, your content will start rolling in end of the month, beginning of February, because Doug and I have some big life changes happening. No, I'm not pregnant. Don't even think about that. Don't wish that on me right now. I've had people ask me that because I'm talking about stuff that's happening. I just had a baby almost 7 months ago, and it was horribly traumatic. I am not anywhere near wanting another one right now. So, don't think that. But, some stuff is happening on Friday, so I think I'll be able to talk about it next week. I just want it to be a more concrete thing before I talk about it, because I get worried about jinxing things. So, just exciting. But yeah, this is where I'm going to record for right now, because I like this really dark. It's not coming across as dark as it is in real life because it's snowing, so it's very white outside. So the white balance is kind of being thrown off, but I really like the way this looks. So stay tuned for more of this. Next week will be better because Doug will be home. You're good. Doug will be home, and then he can take care of Eliza, and that's one less thing that I have to worry about while I'm recording. Anyways, I have one finished object, and it is the Slade by Michelle Wong. I blocked it a little wonky with the shoulders, and there's one shoulder seam that I need to fix on the left sleeve, but everything else is perfect. And it fits Doug very well. I'm also going to block the length out a little bit because we tried to fix the shoulders while it was still wet, and because it didn't dry with the blocking wires, I used the knit blockers by Knitter's Pride, because that wasn't holding down the length, it kind of went right back up. So we'll fix that a little bit. But even if not, it's a good length on him. He just likes a little longer, but I just need to fix this. Yeah, it's a little poofy. So we're just gonna fix that. It'll be fine. But yeah, this is Slade by Michelle Wong for Brooklyn Tweed. I knit it out of Brooklyn Tweed Shelter, which is the worsted weight, in the cast iron colorway, and Doug really, really loves it. I will for sure knit him more sweaters. I kind of want to make it a tradition to knit him a sweater every year for Christmas. We'll see how that goes. I think the next one will be a pullover. He loves Brooklyn Tweed though, so it'll probably be in Brooklyn Tweed. I think the Wood Smoke colorway is where I'm going to go next. Yeah, so husband cardigan done. and he loves it. So I can't wait to fix the little things that bother me but don't bother him. But also, I don't want him wearing something that I think looks a little funky and him going, my wife knit this for me, because I'd be a little embarrassed if we're being honest. So I just need to fix that. And that's done. Excuse me. I try to cough as little as possible. And then I've only really been working on one thing. It's my Pleister bag, which I love. And she's having a pre-order right now. But I'm going to Vogue Knitting Live, so I'm not buying anything. And also, I don't need bags right now. But this is my Night Shift by Andrea Mowry. I am on the last section, so this will be done next week. It'll be done today, probably. But yeah, so this is, it's this nice big thing, and I love the colors, and I just think it's gonna look super cute, because I'm really trying to wear more neutral colors so that my knits can stand out a little more. Not so that, but I'm also trying to do a more capsule-y wardrobe, so I think this will go really well with all of the grays and blacks that I have. Yeah. So I'm really excited about it. This is the Night Shift by Andrea Mowry. This is my December cast on for my Year of Andrea. If I have time, I'll talk about it in a little bit, but yeah, so this is just very exciting, and it's almost done. So I will be wearing this at Vogue Knitting Live, and if you're at Vogue Knitting Live, make me go meet her, because Doug joked around. He's like, you're not allowed back in the house if you don't meet her. Because I've been putting it off. I've had like 3 opportunities to meet Andrea Mowry, and I've just put it off, because it's one of those things like meeting your, not hero, but like my inspiration. Just, it's really, really intimidating. So make me do it, especially Jacqueline and Julie, because I'll be with you guys. Make me do it. Okay, so that's really all I've been working on. I've been very monogamous. I have some other whips near me, but honestly, I don't think she's gonna give me enough time to do that, which is fine. She's doing this thing where she's like whining, but she's smiling and also laughing at me, so she's great. And also I'm gonna wrap this up in like the next 5 minutes. So I'm doing the Year of Andrea, which is I'm casting on an Andrea Mowry pattern once a month for a year. So I started in July. I did the Harlow, the Throwback, Birds of a Feather, which is still on the needles, the Shift Cowl, the Wool and Honey, the Night Shift, which is still on the needles, and I think I'm going to cast on the Quill Hat in this Stone Wool Cormo. I think it'll look really good. I'm very much an autumn-y kind of person, even though it's not my favorite, but I think this will look really good. So there's that. And then in February, I'm going to finally cast on my Ronan, which is like the same color as this wall. And it's essentially like this cardigan. So I'm going to kind of go off the dimensions of this cardigan for the size that I'm going to knit. That's Andrea Mowry, Brooklyn Tweed Shelter in Soot, which is my favorite gray of all time. If I could only knit with one color, it'd be this forever. It's just, it's the most perfect gray, right, Eliza? Yeah, it's just the most perfect gray. So I think knitting a staple sweater in a staple colorway is really what I need. I also, my Make 9 is on my Instagram. So head over there if you're curious. If you're curious about what I'm looking to make this year, the 3 that I really want to cast on soon: the Boxy by Joji Locatelli, the No Frills by Petite Knits. I'm not sure if I want to do the pullover or the cardigan yet. I think I'll eventually make both, but that's coming. And the Holla Hat by, I don't know how to pronounce her name, but she's from Lane Magazine. Yana Hitla? It's just this gorgeous, multiple strands held together. I recently got this, what is it? Surrey Silk Cloud, which is baby Surrey alpaca and silk. So if you are not a mohair person, I think I'm going to start carrying this as well. It's the exact same as mohair. It's very similar yardage. It's a little thicker, but it's honestly softer. And yeah, so I think I'm going to knit my holla hat with this, so I can try it out and see if I want to carry it in the shop, and maybe I'll make kits. So we'll see how that goes. So there's that. I also have yarn from my beautiful, wonderful, amazing friend Caroline of Dundernit, who you all know is knitting vicariously. She sent me a sweater quantity. Doug texted me, I'm sorry. He's commenting on the snow because he knows how much I love it. But she gifted me a sweater quantity of the fiber company Cumbria, which I've never worked with. It's a lustrous blend of brown, masham wool, merino, and mohair. And I really love the way this feels, and I could totally knit a cardigan out of it. So I think I'm going to knit the Rosemont by Hannah Fettig, which has been on the list for over a year. And it'll just be a nice Caroline hug, and she's the best. And I think everybody's watching her, but if you're not, watch her. She is sweary, and it's wonderful. I love her very much. I still can't bring myself to swear because my mom watches this. If we're being honest with ourselves, like, occasionally I'll catch myself wanting to say, like my favorite, which is shit. But, I can't bring myself to do it because my mom watches. Hi, Mom. Yeah, and it's one of those things where I just feel weird cursing in front of my parents, so it's fine. But yeah, I'm really excited about this because she said orange doesn't look good on her, which I will I will protest because I think she looks gorgeous and everything. But this is gonna be a Rosemont, and I'm very excited about it. It'll come eventually, maybe next fall actually, but I want to knit all of the open front positive ease cardigans that there are, because that's really what I wear the most of, and that's what all of my store-bought sweaters are. Like this sweater I bought at Old Navy, and there's also like a mauvey color one that I really wanted, but Doug and I are trying to do more of a capsule wardrobe, and so I'm trying to do more neutrals and then knit with color. So we're gonna try that. I wanted to talk really quick about goal knits. So we'll see if Eliza will allow this, and if not, then we'll just talk about it another time. And I'll probably go into more detail about this on like Patreon, which will eventually come to YouTube. And again, some people are confused. You do not have to do Patreon. This podcast will come to you as normal. If you don't want to do it, don't worry about it. This is still the same podcast. There will just be more content because other people are making it possible. So that's really all it is. Again, thank you guys so much. I'm so overwhelmed, and I just am so thankful. But goal knits. So Amy Beth, the fat squirrel, this is not on my show notes, so I'm just kind of going completely off cuff because I wanted to talk about this, but I didn't know how it would come across, and I hope you guys know, I just want to preface this with this is the best intended thing, and I know intentions don't mean everything, and yeah, but I just want you to keep that in mind. So I've talked a lot on this channel about how I'm not comfortable with my body, especially since I had Eliza. So, and if we're being honest, it's not a number on the scale, and it's not a number of, like, clothing. Like, it's not my jean size, it's not my dress size, it's none of that. It's I don't feel healthy. So I don't feel like I'm taking care of my body the way that I should. So, I have been using, thanks to Jacqueline Salem of Brooklyn Knit Folk, Skinny Taste recipes, which has been great. I just made her enchilada sauce, which was with spaghetti squash, and it was really good. And I'm not really a zoodle person because I love pasta. It is my weakness. I love it. It was the only thing I could keep down when I was pregnant because I had horrible morning sickness, and it was the only thing that would stay in my stomach without throwing up. So, like, I love pasta, and I ate too much of it when I was pregnant. So, yeah. But, yeah, that was really good though. Highly recommend the not butternut squash, the spaghetti squash enchiladas. Really, really good. Yeah, so like I've been making skinny taste recipes. Doug and I have been meal prepping. We made this amazing cilantro lime chicken with avocado salsa for our anniversary on the 7th. Today is January 9th. It is my first therapy session today, and I'm really excited but also really anxious about it because I have no idea what to expect. I don't like that. So, yeah, so doing that, and I've also been pushing myself to go to the gym, which again, I'm perfectly fine. Like, as long as I don't feel winded when I do things, even when I was in like my best, like at my smallest, like in high school and stuff, or, well, there's a really rough time in college where I was way too skinny because I was not taking care of myself. Like I wasn't eating, it was bad. She's just staring. But when I was like that, I still got like really winded when I did any kind of exercise, and in a way where it happened too fast. Like I was not in shape. So my goal is to really just feel good in my body. And if weight loss comes with it, it comes with it. I don't care as much about that. I just want to feel like, again, I don't care about numbers on the scale. I don't care about the number of my clothes or the size of my clothes. I just want to feel good and confident. So, like, for my goal this year is to feel comfortable in a bathing suit, because I have not felt comfortable in a bathing suit in a really long time. Even when I was, like, a stick, I hated being in a bathing suit. Like, I just didn't feel... It's because she can't see me. Hey, Eliza, over here. I don't know, I did that like a dog. Hey, Eliza. Hi. Hi. She just didn't know where she was. But yeah, I haven't felt comfortable in a bathing suit in a really long time. It's like, that's my goal this year. And if I am this, like, if I look exactly like this and I feel good in a bathing suit, then my goal has been met. Like, I just want to feel confident in my body. I don't want to apologize for how I look. I don't want to feel less than. I just want confidence. And so the way that I'm doing that is taking charge of how I feel in my body and taking care of my body. And yeah, just really taking care of it, not pouring a bunch of garbage into it like I usually do. And it feels really good. And I really want to reiterate that it is not about numbers at all. Like, I don't care. Like, I try not to weigh myself. I try not to look at clothes. I just want clothes that fit me. I want clothes that make me feel pretty. All that kind of stuff. And that's how I feel like how everybody should feel. So, for me, I like goals. If we have not established that enough, I love goals. So, when I feel confident, I'm going to allow myself, again, I'm still knitting sweaters. I'm still, like, to the size that I am, I'm still knitting and buying things for my body now because I deserve it. Like Amy Beth said, we deserve to feel good and look good and to do things for ourselves regardless of how we are. And I feel knit worthy, and I feel like I can do that. But there's one sweater coming out that's going to be pricey because of the yarn used, and I love the way that it looks. Andrea Mowry, shocker, right, is making a sweater version of her shift design. And if you haven't seen it, she put it out in her newsletter this past week. It's coming out at Vogue Knitting Live. I almost put my name in to test knit it, but I didn't let myself because I want to knit it out of Spin Cycle, which is very expensive, and I know that. I want it out of Spin Cycle, and I want it... She keeps turning around and not seeing me, and it's stressing her out. She'll turn around and just go... Eliza May. Hi, girlfriend. Hi. Hi. I'm right here. I'm almost done, I promise. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so, hey, let's get her for this last little bit. Hey, can I have you? Can I have you? Oh, I'm never good at getting you out. Oh, hi. Okay, so, this is my daughter, Eliza. Yeah, so it's knit out spin cycle, and it's gonna be an expensive sweater, and I want to feel good when I wear it, and I don't want to just knit it and then never put it on my body. So that I'm on the horizon. I don't know why I ranted about this, but I think it's like my reward for myself. But again, there was a point in time where I wasn't gonna knit the Ronan because I didn't want it to be too big if I ever lose weight, and it's really dumb to think like that. And if you haven't watched Amy Beth's podcast about body positivity and just really feeling good and knit worthy, I really think you should, because it made me feel confident, and it made me feel seen, because it's a lot of things that I've thought about myself recently, which also go hand in hand with postpartum depression and all that stuff that I'm going to therapy for. So, yeah, my therapist just texted me, sorry, which is awesome, because she lets you text her, and she texts you instead of calling you, because I love her, I'm excited to meet her. Yeah, so, I think it's really important to be kind to yourself, and again, like, I wasn't going to knit a Ronan, because I thought I wasn't skinny enough to wear it, but you know what? Screw that. I've wanted this sweater for 2 years. I'm gonna freaking make it, and I'm gonna make it in my birthday month, and I'm gonna be happy. But I'm still setting goals. Like, literally my goal is to just feel good in my body, and yeah. And I also want to get to a place, because I never want her to see me feel uncomfortable in my body. So I just want to get there for her so that she doesn't have issues. And I think it's going to be great. So yeah, again, I don't know how that came across. I hope it came across the way I'm intending it to just feel good and treat yourself well. That's really all I want. And because I'm and because I'm caring for I'm caring for my mind, I think I should also care for the body that it lives in. So yeah, and I just want to be around for this girl. Yeah, because heart disease and stuff like that run in my family, because if you will recall, my dad had 2 heart attacks 2 years ago. So, not this past summer, the summer before, right? You weren't here. I'm really distracted by her being cute. So I think that's it. Is there anything else we want to talk about? Oh, Stressed Knits Yarns. So I'm going to be putting pre-orders up for My Favorite Murder in the next day or so. I just want to make sure I just want to make sure that I have the colorway set, because I need to dye it real fast and get it out really fast. I'm hoping to get it out Vogue Knitting Live week when I come back, because I'm getting back Monday, so I'm hoping to have it out that Tuesday, which is like the 29th. So I'm gonna have sign-ups basically until, what's today, Wednesday? Until like Wednesday of next week, and then that's it. But I'm also playing around with a women of Disney, women of movies collection kind of thing. I was thinking women of Disney, because I really want to play more with color. Like I'm not to toot my own horn, but I really love my pinks and I really love my mints, but I want to do more with greens and blues and purples and reds, oranges, not really oranges or yellows, but I think I love my mints and I love my pinks, but I just want to do more. So I think that would be a fun way to, oh, bless you. A fun way to play with color, right? Right? Because I've got some ideas for some colors that I think Disney would play a good role in that. So let me know if you're interested. If not, I might just do it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Right? So with that, I'm going to take care of this girl. Who's clearly tired, but she needs to eat before she goes to bed. So I'm going to make her a nice little bottle. Right? And then put her down. And then I'm just really distracted right now because she's being super cute and cuddly. Hi. And this is my daughter Eliza. And she's really sweet and she's so sick. Right? See Esther sleeping on the chair? Hi. Okay, so with that, we will talk to you later. I'm sorry that this was really rambly and weird, but that's what happens sometimes. So, yes, get ready for a much better structured podcast next week with less cute distractions. Right, girl? Can you say bye? Can you say bye? Can you say bye? Talk to you guys later. Bye.